Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Hello, my name is Scott Schultz. The quote I just read was from one of the most influential people in the information technology computer field. His name was Steve Jobs. My specific purpose today is to inform you of the life of one of the greatest minds in technology, Steve Jobs. I am going to discuss the three aspects that led to Steve Jobs' fame and fortune. There are his humble beginnings, his interest in electronics, and becoming a successful entrepreneur. The first aspect I would like to talk about is his humble beginnings. Steve Jobs was born February 24th, 1955. He was born into an unfit relationship because his father's family did not approve of his union between Steve's father and mother. Steve was put up for an adoption and was adopted by a family in San Francisco. When Steve was young, he had a hard time making friends in and out of school. He also struggled with disciplinary and academic issues in school. From an early age, he was known for his standoffish and often unpleasant interactions with people. He portrayed himself as the smartest person in the room, and he let people know it. His adoptive parents decided to move Steve to a more superior school district in Los Altos, California. They were hoping a change in location would help Steve succeed. The second aspect of his was his interest in electronics that sparked his creative side. His interest in electronics started at an early age from working on cars with his father. He also worked on home electronics at home. He would fix them or try to build the same electronic. Steve was starting to get a reputation around town of someone who knows about electronics. He continued that interest in college and started to hone his skills more. The third aspect was his self-teaching and schooling that helped him become a successful entrepreneur. When Steve Jobs was 16, he met soon-to-be lifelong friend named Steve Wozniak. In 1976, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak started Apple Computers together. They made Apple a household name in electronics. Due to some business and creative differences, Steve Jobs was fired from Apple in 1985. Steve Jobs went on to create other businesses and became a successful entrepreneur. In 1997, he was hired back at Apple as an interim CEO. He took Apple into new directions and made Apple one of the top computer companies. He took Apple into technology besides computers. One of those devices was the iPod digital music player, which changed the way people listen to music. Steve resigned from Apple in 2011 due to his health. Shortly thereafter, he passed away on October 5th,